Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe podcast. I'm Sade.
I'm Nina. What up, Wednesday?
So, you guys know it's been a lot of controversy with this young lady. It's in the picture. Her name is Shiloh Hendricks. She's from Rochester, Minnesota. She's in her mid 30s. A lot of people do know her. A lot of people say she was on drugs. She was a heavier woman than that, before for
You
years.
could tell by her neck.
I know, huh?
She is not attractive at all.
Mm-mm. And she was at one of the local parks, one of the more busier parks because it has more slides and stuff to play with and
Mhm.
safety slides. They just built this park.
Okay.
And a guy, Omar or what, Muhammad or something like that, his name, we'll
Hmm.
get back to him. He saw her reprimanding a little boy, Somalian boy. He's about 5 years old,
Hmm.
and she said he was rambling through her baby's diaper bag, and she's walking after him, calling him a nigger,
Mm.
right? Saying the N word. And when he put her on tape, he decided to put her on tape and say, "Why are you chasing this boy around?" He ran up. The little boy ran up on one of the slides up high, so she couldn't probably get up there and chase at them or hit him because that's what they were under the assumption that she was trying to hit the little boy. And he said because she got to talking saying well, why you recording me? Yeah, he's a nigga, 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 and all this. I mean, just really obscene to a 5-year-old. This is a child, and for you to even speak to a child like that, I mean, it's sad. It's very sad and it's demeaning. And she already know that word is hateful. You don't say that to anyone, especially in front of your child. It looks like he's probably 3 or 4 years old. He knows what you're saying. Kids are not slow, what I'm saying nowadays. So she's became viral. That incident became viral,
Hmm.
and because he posted it, and another influencer that has 9.8 million followers, he reposted it, and after that, it's just been a domino effect. So much that she's been getting a lot of people probably saying hateful things to her, talking about her really bad. Where I can't see anybody harming her because they probably want to say mean things, but I don't see anybody, especially in the Rochester area, putting hands on her to really really hurt her or anything like that. But to each his own. You never know. She
So,
goes to do a. It's called Give Send Go
okay.
Fund, and it's a crowdfunding. And
Mhm.
she first she asked for 100,000. She exceeded the 100,000. She bumps it up to 300,000. She exceeds that.
But she's a dope fiend, though. She a
Right,
fiend.
right.
So, of course, she got all her fiend friends and fiend family. There's no sympathy for her.
Sharing it and then passing
Period.
on.
Like
So
you, you,
now,
you, you knowingly said the word. Like,
right. So she asked for on this crowdfunding for $1 million. Guess what? She got close to $700,000 to
mm,
date.
okay,
700,000. And the company that's Give Send Go is was created in 2015. Uh,
okay.
it's out of Boston, and one of the co-founders is Jacob Wells.
Oh,
Jacob Wells did give a statement, and he felt that it's uh, a Christian platform,
trash.
right? Where he says that anything that happens to people that's unorthodox or that's not good, or that something they're troubling, they're going through something, Jesus say to take care of their people.
So don't take care of the autistic child that took the kid's toy, playfully. Like
Right.
he suffers from a disease, so he
Mm-hmm.
deserved to
Mm-hmm.
be called out of his name and
Right.
disrespected. He
Mhm.
has no control of his race,
No, he
just
doesn't.
like her.
No, kids play. Kids pick up things. Kids grab stuff. That's a 5-year-old.
Mm.
So when KTTC asked Wells about the messages to people who don't see Hendrix as a alleged actions as being Christ-like, Jesus-like, he says, Jacob, quote, People can make claims about the teachings of Jesus all the time, he responds. Obviously, Jesus called people to a higher place, to a higher living, and when in the story and the message of Jesus from the very beginning, and is the humility is broken, and that Jesus is the only perfect solution for us. It's just like, but they're saying
I can't take you
she said
serious.
a
I
hateful
cannot.
word. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird to me. She said a hateful word. So his solution to this crowdfunding on his platform was to turn off all the comments, the racist comments, the white power comments that were all on this platform. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
he chose to take off the comments just to hide. You know, the same with the KKK when they hide, they need your money, right? They want your money. This is still the same, just everything circulating. They
Mm-hmm.
couldn't survive. They wouldn't be able to survive without black dollars.
Exactly.
And we're getting very smart and aware of it. You keep wanting to eliminate us, but other races, it's obviously shown they stick together
They stick together. And
better than we do. And
that's
guess
it.
what? But we make what's cool happen. We
Mm-hmm.
They follow our lead. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything that we do on everything.
Right.
Everything we buy and everything we make cool is copied by every race. That's why we're so hated.
Exactly.
And the fact that he chose to help, or his foundation, his company, whatever, chose to help her, he can get the hell out of here with that BS about Christian whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
just
then,
it just sounds stupid.
no,
It's not convincing at
no, it's
all.
not convincing. And the thing is, he claims he's gonna. They're not going. They're going to give her money, and he's going to go visit her personally, himself.
Mm. Okay, well, I'm gonna say, as far as a human being, right? When you do something wrong and you don't have no business doing, you naturally feel guilty inside. She's a mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yep.
a mother and you have a
Two
child.
times. Two times.
Every single dollar that you have taken off the back of that hateful word and that hate in your heart, you're bringing karma against your child.
Oh
I
yes,
don't
it's coming back
care what she says, it will be returned to
to
her
the sender.
full service,
Yes, yes, honey. Say
and
that.
3 to 7 times worse than
Yep.
what she said to another child. That's
Exactly.
coming back.
That's
And
it's
you go ahead and you take that money. You take the, of course, you ask for it because you're a fiend.
mm-hmm.
And for that simple fact, you thought that you think that that greed isn't going to come back to evil. It's coming back. Believe that. There's somebody that named Matt Wash that wrote on his wall.
Oh yes.
And so I'm going to read part of it's too long to go into the whole thing, but he said, from the narrative morphined into usual scripts, there is no footage of original incident, no confirmation of what was said or when. The child's age is unconfirmed. Omar, which was the guy who said that
The video.
he was autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Omar claims he's autistic, but again, there's no evidence. Meanwhile, Omar himself was charged with sexual assaulting a minor a couple of years back,
Mm-hmm.
charges that were dismissed in
Yes.
the in the interest of justice, whatever
Yes.
that means. But he had a camera, and the internet mob had their villain.
So
So I'm saying that part to say that he's saying that part to me is saying, what was he doing in the park with a camera, right?
exactly.
So he
Exactly.
wants to turn the guilt back
Turn guilt back on
on
him.
the accuser, right? Who accused her
Exactly.
of doing this. He recorded her, regardless
Mhm.
of the fact we go everywhere with a phone.
Yes, we do.
We go
Everybody has his
everywhere with a
phone.
phone.
Everyone
And
has a phone.
so, because Omar recorded her, it was a great thing. Because, like I said again, he wasn't thinking at the time they brought up his background, but his background was dropped from what this says, right?
Mm-hmm.
They brought that up, turned the focus on the opposite person, but he didn't do anything but what he was supposed to do. Ask her, what's the problem? He said he's
Exactly.
autistic, even if he's not autistic. Let's say he's not. He's still
Hmm.
5 years old. He's still the same size as this child that she's holding in her hand.
Yes, ma'am.
And they deserve the same respect, period. And so
Hmm.
then he said, what comes next is inevitable. Shiloh was hunted down. Her name, address, her number, name, address, even her social security number were plastered online. She was doxxed, harassed, and threatened. People went after her child. One man even called her baby to be beaten unconscious, and no mob came for him. Police got involved. CPS was called. Thousands of strangers united to ruin a mother's life over an incident no one actually saw.
Oh
Huh?
my God. Exactly.
Huh?
See
All
how
it took was
they're trying
one
to change it
sneaky
around?
video, a race narrative, and the internet's favorite pastime, public stoning. Mm. So
People are
there's
something else, girl. Something.
there's 2,000 shares of this. I would never put this on my wall, and 5,100 comments, right? 27,000 likes. The thing about what this man just said, which is stupid to
It,
me,
it didn't make any sense.
I am looking at this as they're continuing to pick the race, right? They want to eliminate majority of us to
Hmm.
erase what they've done to
Yeah.
us,
Hmm.
right? At the same time,
They still
what
want to
would they
implement it.
do without us?
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. In the same time,
Because
they're
this
trying to
motherfucker wouldn't run
erase it,
without us. I don't care what they say.
what they say. But the thing is, they're trying to erase past history, but you're repeating it right now today and
Yeah.
singing it out loud
Hmm.
and bold and boisterous
Yeah.
now.
Well,
So,
Shiloh, fuck you and
yes.
everything you stand for, ho. You dope fiend piece of shit.
Okay.
You. Like, I
So,
can't,
for the
ain't nothing to change about her
yes,
Rochester
no,
whack corny ass.
for the family, Omar, he's the camera guy, and the family is it's a different family for the little boy. NAACP decides to have a GoFundMe for the family, right?
Hmm.
Um, that's another controversy, which will be I really don't want to get into, but at the end of the day, we're hoping that 100% of that money, which they say the head of NAACP, he said they would get all proceeds that they raised through GoFundMe that they headed for the family, which was a total of 300 and some $1,000. So we're going to see that. It's been so many rallies. They had rallies Monday, Tuesday. They had them today. They have them tomorrow, Wednesday. They're looking
We're
to
at this park right here.
at the park, at the government center. So the thing is now they're shooting to try and get charges pressed against Shiloh. The police department did come up with a their findings, and they wrote up a whatever their motions, their investigation, and they sent it to the state's attorney. Now it's up to the state's attorney to see if it holds merit to be able to charge her with a hate crime. So that's another thing
As
that
she
wait
should
on.
be. You said it to a child. If you was to ever, if it was the roles were reversed,
Right.
there's no conversation about charges. The
Mm-hmm.
black girl would have been in jail. Period.
Yes.
The black
Yes.
woman would have been gone
Mm-hmm.
right then and
Yeah.
there,
Oh
and
yeah.
it wouldn't have been no money raised, no nothing.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. That's true. So now the camera guy, he's getting threats. I'm quite sure. I know he's getting threats. They call him probably sex offender, all type of stuff. Although the charges been dropped against him. You know what I'm saying? The internet be internet, girl. They just cruel, mean, and unusual.
They
They done
are.
nailed him to the cross. So he has a GoFundMe too because uh he's been threatened.
He's being
Oh,
threatened and harassed as well.
exactly.
All right, well, let's fuck her. I can't, and I keep cussing because I can't even. I don't even. I can't give her no more air. My breath
I know, right, girl. I
So
know. I
Diddy
know.
trial, right? So
Oh my
what
Diddy.
was gone today was the fact that okay, so there's a woman. First of all, everybody's tripping off of Michelle Williams. Ain't that her last name from Destiny's Child?
Yes.
She was brought up in P. Diddy's case.
Oh, really?
They don't know why she was brought up. They want to know what Michelle Williams done and why she's even in it. Like what?
But you know what? They called a lot of pop people. Even what's that guy, Mike Myers from
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they called him.
Austin
But
Powers.
yeah, also, but you know what? They all been to the house, and I think they have probably video of them going in and out the house before. Which
Okay.
why call these people for what? For what?
Also, I want to say that they offered him 186 months. He denied.
That's
He
what
didn't take the plea. So that's
what
15 years.
15? Yep, that's how much
15
I was
years.
gonna say.
Because
That's how,
120 is what I done.
yep, I
But
have one.
186 months is 15 years.
Yep.
And he said no.
I would have said no too.
Out of the 15 years, he would do 12. You do 12 off the 15 and you do 11 and a half with the halfway house. I couldn't see him getting out when he's 65. He's 55.
Right.
He would get out when he's 64,
That's a
right?
that's a and he
Now,
already you see how great he
guess what
is?
they're saying why he should have done it, right? They're
They
saying
said
that
why? They said he should have.
they said that so here's the thing, there's street dudes online that are saying he should have took the plea because um it would have made him eliminate everything, right? They're thinking he's gonna get life.
That's
They're
long.
thinking that they're saying that he should because of what they've done to R. Kelly,
Yeah.
what they've done to Epstein, and what's the other one?
Weinstein.
Weinstein and
Yeah.
Epstein. Okay,
Epstein and Weinstein. Yep.
Epstein and Weinstein, and what Russell Simmons is running from, and what what the guys were saying was that if you are slick enough to get away with something and you got away with it, be grateful that you got away with it, right? And don't poke the bear. Don't the feds, once they get you, they got you, right? They're saying like let it ride, take quit it.
But the thing is, Danina, why? Okay, they calling all these people. All they had to do is say, "I plead the fifth." That didn't happen. What if they were to say, "No, that's not true. That's not what happened"? Why y'all? All that's doing is making the jury say, "Okay, they calling miscellaneous people that don't make any sense. That only it don't add up. One plus one don't equals two."
Okay. And so I yesterday when I talked about it, there was a woman, right? When you go to jury, have you ever been called for jury trial?
Yes.
Jury duty? I mean,
Mhm. Jury
I've been
duty.
called for jury duty too.
Hmm.
I didn't want anything to do with nobody going to jail. And the funny part about it, when I was called for jury duty, it was a dude that it was a domestic case, but it was a domestic case caused by selling dope.
Oh.
He was beating this girl and there was some dope in the house. That's not what they came
Mm.
for, but they were trying to charge him with it. The
Mm.
girl say she didn't want to
Press
press
charge.
charges,
Hmm.
right? But it was her house, so if you don't press charges, then you going to jail because the shit was in your house.
Your house.
So she was stuck. She didn't know, and
What?
that's the thing. He decided to go to court for it, right? He didn't say nothing. That's her talking,
Mm-hmm.
her snitching on herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So saying that to say there was a woman on there that was saying that yesterday that I was saying that she had said she thought he could buy his way out of it. And by her saying she thought that he could buy his freedom, they had to eliminate her. So
Mm-hmm.
the jurors are confused. They're really confused about what's going on with him right now because it's so much evidence. It's so much evidence, but here's the thing: nobody wants to get up there. There's somebody else that they subpoenaed. She said no matter what, she don't care if she's subpoenaed, and she
Right.
don't care if she go to jail. She is not testifying.
Yeah, a lot of people can do that. You can do that.
Nobody wants to testify.
Mm-mm.
You know why nobody wants to testify? Because there's things in their closet.
Yeah.
Think of this: somebody does something to me sexually,
Right.
physically,
Mm-hmm.
mentally, and it's a crime. You're going to jail.
Yeah.
You call me what you want to. A man, I'm saying. You're tougher than
Right.
me. You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me. You're
Mm-hmm.
going to jail.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. So I think P. Diddy, he got 5 lawyers, 4 lawyers. They about to get the dancing, the tap dancing all around that courtroom for him to beat that case. Yeah. And if all the people they calling, which it don't make no sense, they nitpicking. That's all. Mike Myers, come on now, girl, bye.
He was chilling at the house, hanging with Diddy. He's Hollywood. You know, that's was the A. That was the end thing. Is plenty of people that went to Diddy party that didn't see none of this stuff though.
Right. Hmm.
Everybody that went to his parties did not witness
But
this.
you know what? What if Cassie say, because when the sex scenes, she has to implement herself in that bullshit.
Cassie don't want nothing to do with getting on the stand.
So all she has to go up there and do, plead the fifth and say, no, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. No, me and him, that's
She
it.
don't have to keep saying no, that didn't happen. She just can say I plead the fifth. They ain't supposed to keep going.
Nope. Yep. That's it. I can see the plead the fifth bullshit going on through the whole case right now. I can see it. Ain't nobody strong enough to sit up there but those 3 people, the 2 girl, the other girl, and
It's
that
only
guy.
three witnesses. It's only three people.
3 people got cases against him, right? Cases against
Hmm.
him.
Hmm.
2 women and the guy.
Hmm. Hmm. Nobody wants to get up there.
And the bad part about it, the guy was a sex worker.
Hmm.
That's your profession, ain't
Hmm.
it?
Well, and another thing, they're trying to say they want to know if they can be named as because there's no phones in there, no cameras in there, no voice overs in there.
Oh, okay. It's closed
All you can
court.
do is write. There's only write. You can only write.
Girl, get out of here. That's gonna get thrown. All that shit. That's gonna get thrown out. That's bullshit.
I mean,
No,
that's what they're saying.
you
All they can do is
court like
write.
that.
And then so if all you can do is write,
That don't
right?
make sense. That's unconstitutional.
I
For
mean,
him
I
to
don't
face his, he has to face his accusers verbally, body language. We want to see all the accolades, baby. We want to see how you act when you say you
you
tooted your
see
booty
all
up.
you see in there, all you see in there is Diddy in his in his clothes. He don't have to wear jail clothes, right?
Mhm.
He can wear regular clothes.
But
They
most
said,
people wear regular clothes going to trial, right?
they said he's gray.
Yes.
If I was him though, you know what I would do? I'd get the shaving cream and I'd get all that hair off.
Shave it off. Yep. Yep.
Just bald head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. I
They
would
said
come
the
there.
first day in court, he told the judge he's very nervous. He feel nervous. He's not feeling good.
He's 56 years old, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can imagine.
56 years old. I mean,
No
imagine
jail.
he nervous. Shoot, that he ain't never did no jail time.
No shit. I did some, and I felt like shitting on myself.
Exactly. So,
Girl, it's intimidating sitting in that
very
courtroom.
much so. And just for the fact of it being, you never been in jail before, ever.
Mhm.
You've been booked and released,
Yeah, booked and released. Yeah.
and you never been to jail.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in jail what? October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Eight
Oh,
months.
8 months. Yeah. And that's hard time in the county.
I don't
And
know if it's hard time because it's federal.
just yeah, but being locked down for 24 hours a day,
No, he's in a. He gets to get out.
he gets to get out. Okay.
He
Okay.
in population.
Okay.
He ain't
Mm,
talking about nothing though.
mm, 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 mm.
He ain't using the phone as much.
No. Mm-mm.
The first day he didn't even go to the family didn't even go to trial. I mean,
Oh.
they didn't go while the jury was being picked. They didn't sit in the
Oh
thing.
yeah, you don't want to sit all through that. Yeah. Oh,
And
P
he's
Diddy.
just now being able to see. He's not hearing radio and things like that. He's just now seeing the new host of Breakfast Club, Lauren LaRosa. She used to live here.
Yeah.
She is from TMZ, right?
Yeah.
So she went Monday and she's gonna go Friday.
Okay.
She couldn't go. She had to work, at the Breakfast
Mhm.
Club, so she couldn't do the other days. But she's gonna
Right. She's gonna go to
Monday.
Monday
She
and
gonna
Friday.
go Friday. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I wish Diddy the best. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I wish her the best too.
I look at it as at the time that it happened to whatever happened, y'all should have dealt with it at that time.
Yeah.
That's really how I feel. And like
But
I was
basically
saying,
what they say is just swingers. Since when swingers parties been a crime? I don't know.
Diddy had too much information going and too much stuff going on in that house,
Yeah.
in those houses,
Yeah.
that you had to take
Yeah.
him down because he was becoming too powerful. Now, what I'm thinking that might happen, right? Seems as though he might um, get a pardon from Trump.
Yeah. A lot of people are waiting for pardons from Trump. He
I'm
has to,
just saying.
yeah.
I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's not that he doesn't deserve it.
Right. Okay. Get to him like you get everybody else and shit. That's all I can say.
I mean, I feel that he been out all this time. If y'all ain't did nothing in all this time, I mean, what?
He look when he get out, keep his penis in his pocket.
Yeah, I don't know what he'll learn within this time, but
Woo.
I feel something inside of me says that he'll be home before R.
I
Kelly
think
will.
so. I think so too. Mm-hmm.
He'll be
Yeah.
home before R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
Mm-mm.
lastly, I want to discuss the guy, Rodney Hilton. Rodney, he killed, he drove over, ran down a sheriff, right, deputy, right? Because the day prior, his son was Rodney Hinton. A day prior, his son was shot by the police in a just regular traffic stop, right?
Okay.
This was an Ohio father that
Okay.
struck a deputy with his car after his son was killed by the police, right? He was denied bond. So this happened on May 4th.
So was that the deputy he struck with the car? Was that the same deputy that shot his the son or no?
I'm thinking no. He just
Oh,
saw
that
what he saw first and he ran him down, right? An Ohio father who fatally struck a deputy with his car after his son was shot and killed by police was denied bond during a chaotic hearing
wow.
yesterday, right?
Wow.
Tuesday. So a judge ordered Rodney L. Hinton to be remained with no bond
Ooh wee.
in connection with the death of Hamilton County Special Deputy Larry Henderson.
Mm,
Hinton was charged with aggravated murder and pled not guilty.
mm.
So before he entered a plea, commotion erupted in the courtroom gallery when Hinton's brother started yelling, "That's my brother! That's my brother!" More than 50 police officers, at least 3 dozen family members and protesters were seated in the gallery. So
Oh,
what they were doing was like they tried to do back in the day. It's just history repeating itself. A mob of police officers were mean mugging him and trying to
mm,
intimidate him. What could he do? He's in the courtroom. What could you do?
right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to well behave in front of the judge, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what was your purpose of intimidation? Like you killed his son. I seen a white man on online on Facebook talking about that. You killed his son.
Yeah.
What do you expect? He don't give five nothings about what
Uh,
you feel. His child was taken from him in
mm-hmm.
a routine traffic stop. You
Wow.
killed his kid. What did you expect him? I mean,
No.
I'm not doing that, right? But I'm
No.
saying if his rage was, I'm tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do something about you to think about when you taken out. I mean, at what point are police gonna sit back and look and say your arms is not always gonna cover everything, right?
Right.
You have all this arm, right? You have all this, you know, all these guns. You know what I'm saying? For the
Mm-hmm.
better, it's not nothing better about it, but in the best terms of describing it, like, and are you gonna kill?
Right.
Like, who's gonna be left? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Mm-mm.
I don't get it. The martial law.
Oh, mm.
Did you see that?
But
What?
he's trying to bring that into effect.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have to.
Well, they said that he ordered it already.
Mm-hmm. What, last week, I think?
Yeah, like a week ago.
Yeah. So it's like if we, I don't even want to think about it. So if he feel like that people are acting unruly, he could send the military in to do what they do.
Well, I mean,
And kill or apprehend, one of the two.
yeah. So they said that it's called strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement to pursue criminals.
Mm,
And this was on April the 28th. And protect innocent citizens. It says Section 1, safe communities rely on the backbone of heroism,
oh, heroism. Yep.
yeah, of a tough and well-equipped police force. My administration is steadfast committed to empowering state and local law enforcement to firmly police dangerous criminals' behavior and protect innocent citizens. When
Mm-hmm.
the local leaders demonize law enforcement and impose legal and political handcuffs that make aggressively enforcing the law impossible, crime thrives and innocent citizens and small businesses owners suffer.
Mm,
My administration will therefore establish best practices at the state and local level
mm-hmm.
for cities to unleash high impact local police force,
Mm-hmm.
protect and defend law enforcement officers wrongly accused and abused by state and local officials, and
Mm,
surge resources to officers in need. My
mm-hmm.
administration will work to ensure the law enforcement officers across America focus on the ending crime, not pursuing harmful, illegal race and sex based equity policies.
Mm.
The
You had to,
result will be a law abiding society in which tenacious law enforcement
mm-mm.
officers protect the innocent, violations of the law are not tolerated, and American citizens are safely enjoyed by all of their citizens again.
Hmm.
So he had three here. I don't feel like reading all that, but I suggest, oh shoot, he got mm, looks like seven sections.
Mm-hmm. So like the gangs in Chicago
Hmm.
or the shootings getting out of hand, like the shootings that are getting out of hand in Minneapolis, he could send martial law in there. And
So he's saying that's what he's going to enforce. I don't
yeah.
see anything about this is from the White House, right? That's what it says right here, the White House
Mm-hmm.
presidential action.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my thing. If a mob of people break out, bust out and what fight? Is that what you're saying? Or
Or like
shoot
civil
out,
civil
they're
unrest
they're automatically going to
come in.
okay, and then they
Like the
have
George Floyd
they might
thing that
send them
happened.
to El Salvador or what's the other
Oh,
one?
girl, Alcatraz.
Al yeah, so
He
they
wants
said
to
that
open
as
that up.
well.
But now he did say he's like nobody's ever escaped Alcatraz. I think one person escaped out of Alcatraz. And I
Mhm,
think they shut that. That's when they shut that sucker down.
mhm.
But yeah, he wants to send criminals, American criminals, hardcore criminals to Alcatraz or El Salvador. Y'all might get y'all mind right, baby. Get together. All these Kia boys stealing cars, and you 12, 10 years old, he gonna send y'all right on over there.
Yeah, I see.
Girl, she said, I see. Girl, the world we live in, I'm telling you, it's getting stranger and stranger by the minute.
It is.
I don't understand it. It's scary. It's really kind of scary times, but
Yeah,
we got to keep
definitely
pushing.
is.
Got to keep praying, praying
Mm,
to God that you wake up every morning. You got a sound mind. You can keep on pushing. You
mm.
do what you got to do for your family and your loved ones because
Thank
we,
you, Jesus.
yes, if we study, listen to what this man or whoever saying this negative in the atmosphere, you just got to keep on going. Let it roll off you. God gonna change stuff. Gotta make it better.
Mm.
Just gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Yeah.
Well, thank you, y'all, for tuning in to another episode of Meet the Shoe. Please check out our sponsor. Sade is out of town doing
Yeah.
her Cashmere Lux thing, and
Yes. Yes.
she
Yes.
made sure that she made it here today to
Yes.
do this podcast for
Yes.
y'all.
Ooh,
So, Cashmere Lux,
Lena
Buster
Bean,
Beauty, and Lena Beans Organic Plus. We also thank you for subscribing. Tell a friend, tell a friend,
a
tell a friend.
friend, and
And we
share,
will see
please
you
share.
again. Thanks
Yes.
for tuning in.
And good night.